Ready? Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Andy. This is Mike, Stella.
Hi.
And Greg Tyser laughing for some reason. I don't know.
This is the most awkward
We
intro.
just never know how to say hi.
Do we have buffer music?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
but
do
it's
have
really,
buffer
it was
music.
really awkward.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was...
Hey, everybody. This is Andy.
You should do it like your Harry Carey voice.
Hello, folks. Hello. It's a beautiful day.
Harry Carey pregame was a very different voice than Harry Carey, but like the third inning,
Yeah.
where he was
Got
several
a little
ice cold Budweisers
sauced.
in.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And he talked about it. He let you know.
Anyways,
By seventh
June
inning?
9th.
Couldn't understand a word that guy was saying.
June 9th, Thursday. It's a beautiful day outside. It's been a beautiful week for the most of the week, right?
Yeah.
It should
It's
be.
going to
I
change.
think it might rain Saturday.
They just said it's going to get hot and humid
Oh,
until fall.
See, it's more beautiful.
Ugh. Gross. It's been so nice.
Yeah,
70, 75.
it has.
Perfect.
You know,
Yeah.
if you want nice weather, move to Southern California, Greg. Okay?
There's a very small part of Southern California that's nice weather. The rest, hot. Where I lived, hot.
San Diego?
102.
San Diego?
No.
No, it's hot.
No, it's hot there.
Oh, San Diego, yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But even if you go like inland, like, I don't know, 15 miles, it starts getting hot. There you go.
Into the desert.
All right.
There you go.
Into
Yeah.
the desert.
Basically, you can't afford to live in the really nice
No.
beach weather.
Plus, their gas is like $30 a
$18
gallon.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Something crazy like that.
It's almost 5 here, so that's
It's getting
crazy,
close.
man.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. We had an amazing week last weekend for Celebration Sunday.
Yeah.
Baptized 20 people.
Awesome.
It was higher than the number that Ben shared in the sermon. That's okay. He didn't know. And it was out at this new location called Land of Promise. And if you missed it, you missed out because it was pretty awesome. And this coming weekend, well, we got more news. Don't look at these questions. We got more news we'll come up with in a little bit here. But before we do that, what I wanted to do is every once in a while, especially when we have different people on here, I'll do
Mike is different.
Mike is different.
very true.
I'll do
Very
these
true.
questions, 10 questions,
Uh-oh.
just to get to know the person a little bit. I did them with Greg. I did them with a few other people last summer. So I don't know if it's just a summer thing or if it's just a new
Next week we do it with Andy.
guest.
Yes.
Well, you have to come up with the questions. I'm not going to write questions for myself.
Oh, yeah. We have permission to do this?
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's how it works, though. I got 10
Come on.
questions.
I'm not working the rest of the
Please
day.
submit any
I have
questions you would like us to ask Andy.
They're not hard. They're just get to know you. And it's yeah.
See, what
There's-
people don't understand about this podcast is Andy is the executive producer, and director. Greg and I are just guests. So I
Yes,
can't
and-
believe we
I'm
have
just the
permission.
one who
I
said
can't believe
Guest
we have
and
permission for this.
uploader.
I'm just the one who sets things up. Greg actually does some
Well, you can do
stuff.
the title. Greg gets to do the title of the podcast.
He should do the intro and the welcome too. 10 questions, and each question has something to do with the number that we're on, right? And so we'll count back start with 10, go all the way to 1.
Okay.
It's like on the Days of Christmas song.
Yes.
Oh.
In reverse.
Sort of,
Yeah.
yeah, sort of.
Excellent.
So you ready?
I have not seen these
This is
questions
Mike
ahead of
Stella.
time. Hi.
He's more than just a talking head with a really nice voice. He's got a little bit of depth.
And a little girth more lately than before.
I don't
little
want to
bit.
say that when we were
I
out to
know,
lunch
ask
the other
my
day. I was
grandpa.
like,
A little.
you should wear a larger shirt.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Number 10.
Yeah, my grandpa even said that to me. Thanks,
Here's
guy.
question number 10. You remember being 10 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the most memorable thing about you being when you were 10 years old?
The Twins won the World Series.
So that was
1987.
87?
Wow.
That was pretty memorable.
Wait, is that right?
It's a long time ago, man.
I don't know.
No, I was born in 79.
Nope. The A's won the World Series.
Yeah.
The A's won the
It
World
was so
Series.
memorable I got it wrong. Wait, 91 I was in 6th grade.
Oh, man.
87 I was in 2nd grade.
Okay,
so that
so
doesn't
89.
count. Yeah, 89.
10 years old. Do you
my
remember
dad,
that?
Yeah, okay. My dad bought a Chevy 9
Chevy 9?
89 Chevy Silverado truck.
Okay.
Brand new, brought it home.
All right.
And so I was 10, and then that ended up being my truck when I was in high school,
Oh,
which was
okay.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Absolutely remember that. I remember when you drove it home. I mean, it was cool.
Greg, you remember anything about being 10 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. This is weird, but one memory I have is we spent my birthday at my aunt and uncle's house, who used to live in Laguna Hills, which is like a very nice area of California. And I remember I got the game Crossbows and Catapults. Do you remember that game?
No, it's all like Chutes and Ladders.
No, it was like you build. They're like these little plastic, not Legos, but like plastic pieces. You build like little castle walls, and then you had like little men. You had the like stage, and then the other. You're playing against someone, and they have theirs. And you have these little like rubber band propelled like little crossbow thing, but like on the ground, and then like catapult, and you shoot little things and try to knock over their guys in their castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a
cool.
fun
But
little
I
game.
just remember playing it on like their tile floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. They had a pool, so we'd go there a lot and just swim and hang out.
Nice.
And also being 10, I think I also had a birthday party at my house with my soccer team.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
9. Do you know what that is? It's
It's a German word for
right
no.
for
no.
what? No. Okay, so question number 9. What's something you find hard saying no to?
Oh.
I told you this is gonna be easier than this is gonna be harder than
Yeah.
talking about gun control.
Saying no to.
What do you find? What's something? It doesn't need to be the hardest thing. It doesn't need to be the most common thing. What's something you find hard to say no to? To say nein.
Thanks, Andy. Andy Schultz is German.
I am.
I
FYI.
never thought about that.
You don't see color.
No, I don't. I would say I have. Can it be like a category?
It can be anything you want. What do you have a hard time saying no to?
I have a hard time saying no when somebody asks me if I want to be part of something or do something, and they're like really excited about it.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time saying no. Like, I don't know if I want to do that, because then I feel like it'll create this awkwardness, and so I end up just. And I'm not saying this happens all the time. It's not like I'm getting 10 requests a week, but sometimes somebody wants to do something or wants you to be involved in something, and you're like, I don't know, and I have a hard time saying no because I don't want to disappoint them.
Okay.
Like when Greg asked me to be part of the podcast.
He's been trying to get out of this thing for.
I mean, it pays so well,
Yeah.
so it's hard to say.
It's
It's free coffee, I think.
You get
Well,
publicity, you get
office.
social
You want
media
some?
credit.
yeah, that's true.
Number 8. What's the best thing you've recently ate?
I was going to guess that. Ever ate.
Never ate.
No, just
Recently?
recently.
Actually, the best thing I recently ate was with you. We went.
Jimmy John's?
No, well, that's true. We do eat a lot together.
Jimmy John's.
That was pretty good. Well, yeah, it was good
we
because you
talking
bought
about
it.
it,
You paid for it.
The place over there?
Yeah, we went out for his birthday, by the way. It was Andy's birthday this week.
Yeah.
You can send flowers. And
I have allergies. Don't send flowers.
he bought on his birthday. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
I tried to,
I know.
and he wouldn't do it.
It's
know,
like when you're back
what
in
a nice
elementary. When you're back in
You ever want to
elementary
have
school
fun?
and you
Try
always
going
bring,
to lunch with Andy and Kim Kringen. Watch that wrestling match.
that was annoying when we went to Potbelly that one day.
I just stayed out. Like
Yeah.
I did. I just like stopped where I was and let them walk at, and just like whatever.
It's like two brothers fighting, huh?
Asian war.
Yeah.
We went to a place in Maple Grove. It was called
Oh, Brick and Bourbon.
Brick and Bourbon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I went there on Tuesday for my before we got together.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It was.
What's
What did I have specifically?
I don't know. We
it's
got
just
some
funny
wings.
names
The wings
like
are
brick
the
and bourbon. Like one of them is a consumable and one of them is what the building's made out of. Like what?
Yeah, you're
a weird
right.
name.
It kind of rolls off the tongue, but what is the brick part?
Yeah. The walls.
the walls.
We had wings.
Weird name.
And
Did you get the sriracha wings?
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Yep.
Man, those were dynamite.
Yeah.
Roasted garlic and sriracha.
Pretty much everybody that I bring there,
Yeah.
we
Wings,
get some
yeah.
of those, and most. I don't think I've had anybody that hasn't liked those.
Yeah, I've been telling my
This is
father-in-law about
not a
those for,
sponsor,
like
but-
2 years.
But we will take sponsors, won't we?
right.
Then like a year ago, we finally had the chance to go over there and and I wanted to order those wings because he loves he loves dry rub on wing, and I was like, they're so good, we gotta get. And there was a wing shortage for some. That's what the waitress said.
Wait,
Like, there's
when
a
was
shortage.
this?
During
was-
pandemic.
It was right at the end of no, it was last year. It was like
Okay.
it was probably like April last year.
Wow.
And then I looked it up, and there was like a shortage of wing. I'm like, well, there's other parts of the chicken everywhere. Why is there like everyone there's a wing shortage? So
I mean, that's right up there with the baby formula shortage.
Yeah.
As far as importance.
right.
You know.
We
Yeah,
should
we
just
had
give-
wings, and I had a burger.
Okay.
It was just fantastic. You had like a salmon.
Smoked salmon salad.
Yeah.
It's so good. I had that on Tuesday too.
Yeah.
I think I've had it
Seems
4
a-
times in like the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks or
smoked
something.
salmon salad.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good.
I'm just picturing wilted lettuce, like hot wilted lettuce,
No,
because of the salmon.
because
being
it's
hot?
smoking salmon.
and smoked salmon is. Anyway,
Is it cold? Is the salmon cold or is it warm?
Yeah, the smoked salmon is
What?
colder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they
I mean, I've also had salad.
pull the poor thing out of the water first. The icy depths. It narrowly avoids getting eaten by a bear, and then gets pulled up by some fisherman's net. Then has to get slow cooked on a smoker, and then cooled back down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after it gets dead,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
really experience all those other things.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But in your state, it could be classified as a bee also.
What?
Yeah, California said bees are now considered fish.
What?
Oh, they
Yeah, you gotta-
self-identify as
Yeah,
fish?
you got to look it up.
That doesn't even-
look it up.
whatever.
Bees are considered fish. It's
I'm
your
not
state.
going to Google that.
It's your state.
but
Don't Google that. Yeah. Number 7 in the Bible
weird.
symbolizes completion.
What? Oh yeah.
Number 7.
Yep, mhm.
What's an accomplishment that you've recently?
Oh. Completed.
Yeah, what's something you've recently completed? That's been. You have a project at home.
What have you recently?
Reading a
completed?
book, finishing a book is an accomplishment for me.
Yeah, I
don't about
know.
you, but-
Mike reads a book a day.
I do not. I used to read, and now I fall asleep. That's
You're
all
like,
books do
Mark
for
Driscoll.
me. Yeah, right.
I read a book every day.
Children's books. yeah,
The little blue truck.
Good night, Moon.
Yeah.
What I recently completed.
You run a marathon?
Yeah, right. This is sad. What have I done in my life?
What is okay? How about this? What is your greatest accomplishment that, in your mind?
Recently.
Recently?
No, it doesn't need to be recent.
Probably, quite honestly, the thing I'm most, because I never thought I'd ever.
Convincing Julie to marry.
Yeah, seriously. Again, when the brain's not fully formed, it's easy to convince people of things. Probably the thing I'm most impressed that I completed, just because I didn't think I could ever complete it, was finishing the master's program at Bethel Seminary. You know, doing that.
That's good.
I mean, let's be honest. I didn't exactly win any awards for academics in high school, and so to get through college and then to go back and do that, I didn't know I had it in me, and so I think that. But that wasn't recent. That was a while ago. Yeah, so that's probably most proud of. God, what have we done? I mean, we completed a deck. That took forever. We've done home projects, but I don't know if I'm all that,
You built a deck?
Yeah, we built a deck.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've
What
sat
about
on
that
deck
house?
before.
You've sat on
The playhouse thing for the girls in the
yeah,
backyard.
we built the
That was
playhouse.
pretty
built the
impressive.
playhouse. That was a couple years ago when they were young. I just took the plans. There's a place that sells them, but I was too cheap to buy it from them.
Yeah.
So I just went and took pictures.
And then show the girls, here's your new playhouse.
and then copied it from there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're not. We putz around the house. What did we do last year? We scraped the popcorn ceilings off. and did the knockdown. But I mean, it's not like you come, have people over to look at your ceilings. And we're super proud about that.
You've never mentioned it when we've been over there.
Yeah, it's because it's pointless. Who cares?
Are you going to redo your basement? Are you
I would
gonna
like
finish that
to.
off?
I'd like to finish the basement. But what I would like to do is make it into like an independent, almost like an apartment, and then be able to have that.
In-laws there again?
Yeah, our in-laws were there. That'd be fine. They were great tenants. It'd be nice to be, if we have church has missionaries, or if there's a college kid or somebody who just needs the space, to be able to have their own separate. We've thought about that.
I always thought it'd be cool to do like the exchange student thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I really haven't done much, have I?
Don't ask me. That's why I'm asking you.
It couldn't have been that long since you've completed a book.
Well,
You
yeah,
read
I
all the
completed
time.
a book. Yeah.
Well, that was the first thing he asked.
Yeah, we did. I read that. We talked about it on here. That prayer book by Keller.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to focus on this year. Is just prayer.
Is he
And
still doing stuff, Keller?
He's still alive.
He retired, right?
Yeah. He's on Twitter a lot.
He was the Protestant Pope, but now we need a new one. Who's that? Who's that going to be?
I don't know. I still like.
We don't need one.
I still like Keller. I know, but he's controversial apparently. now,
Keller?
Apparently, in some circles, I guess.
Yeah, in the circles of people who want everybody to be controversial, right? Like,
Or
or
who
just-
who just looking for things
yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Nitpick.
I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer.
That's good. You want to move on? Number 6?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What did you complete?
Nothing. I never complete anything. Recently?
Yeah. What did I complete?
That is a hard question. Recently, what have I completed? Not a thing. I completed a vacation, a drive, long drive. I drove every moment both ways. Jordan offered, "You okay?" several times. "You okay? Want me to drive?" I'm like, "No, I'm good."
Martyr.
Part of me was like, no, I've
Actually-
done this much. I want to do I want to do it all.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm finishing
Yeah.
this. You're not
Yeah.
driving. You're not
Yeah.
doing the last lap.
Yeah.
I have a hard
Right.
time being a
Yeah.
rider on a road trip. I like driving.
I like driving too.
Yeah.
I like it. Like I don't. It's not like a control thing. I have to. I enjoy it.
Part of it is for me.
Yeah. And if I'm riding
Hence the podcast
Like-
executive producer.
passenger, I'll sleep. Otherwise, I'll stay awake driving. But
So check this out. I usually do very much 95% of the driving,
Yeah.
but my oldest daughter will sit behind the passenger seat when we drive, and every once in a while she'll say, "Hey, if you sit in the passenger seat and lean the seat back, I'll give you a massage."
oh,
And then I'll let.
Yeah,
then I'll
that's nice.
switch. That's nice.
yeah. You should just have her sit
know.
behind you when you're driving.
Yeah, it's a little harder to lean back. I got to get one of those Teslas that drive themselves. Then.
Yeah. Well,
Number
they put
6.
these bumps on the side of the road, so if you swerve too much,
Yeah.
it lets you know.
Yeah.
Number 6. You golf.
Yes, I do.
I hesitate to say a golfer, but you golf.
I pay to golf.
You stepped up your golf game this year
Yeah.
and got the season pass to Baker National.
That's right. Yeah.
What can you think about hole number 6? You know what hole number 6 is?
Yeah, there's water to the right.
Is that the one that goes? Okay,
There's
that's
a
a pretty.
path to the left, water to the right. It's a par 5.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
What is the most memorable moment you've had on that course, or on that hole?
Well, if you've seen Tin Cup, where you just can't hit the ball.
You just keep plunking it
yeah.
into the right.
So there's
You're just stubborn about it.
Exactly. So I just keep. The thing that makes me so angry about that hole is, okay, the way it works is there's water to the right and there's basically a hill to the left. And the fairway is probably 20 yards wide.
Yeah.
And you have to hit it to the left and basically get it on the hill and then it run down into the fairway. But then the hole is blocked by a tree, and so you have to then hit it over this tree to get it near the green and then put it onto the green. But you're on the left-hand side, and you end up hitting the ball back to the right, back into the woods.
Yeah, unless
back
you
into the
crush
weeds.
it perfectly.
It sounds
Right.
like a mini golf.
Then you hit it around the windmill.
That's what
into the
I'm
tunnel.
picturing.
Yeah. unless
gonna
you
die,
crush
clown.
it straight.
Yeah.
And don't, you
can't go right.
You feel good about, and you're on the right side. There's no way to get to the green in 2.
No.
So it's an automatic, layup.
Yeah. I have deposited many balls into the lake there or whatever, pond or whatever it is.
Have you ever scored birdie on that?
No, I have gotten a par a couple times.
Okay.
But that is a. But you know what? Oh man, that hole doesn't even frustrate me as a different one. Though.
Which one?
It's 15, and it's like a par 3, 100. It's 165 yards, so it's kind of in between clubs for me. It's in between a 7 and a 6. And
Just take 6, choke up, or do a knockdown.
I know, and
You
I can
choke
never
up on golf clubs?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
choke up, choke down.
I don't golf.
Not choke down.
Yeah.
It's
I can never get it
choke
on.
down.
I've never heard anyone say choke up.
I've never started. Oh, really?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you probably don't watch a ton of golf. do
No,
you?
not
That's why.
any.
Okay, number
Yeah.
5.
How do you can't?
4 or 5.
How do you watch golf without sleeping?
That's why I put it on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean,
Even when in the height of Tiger, you didn't get it. You didn't get excited.
every once in a while I'd watch, like turn it on, like to
Like the
see.
last hole.
But it's hard. How do you not fall asleep with golf on Sunday afternoon? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's kind of
the
the
announcers
point,
telling you
though.
all to be quiet.
The soothing voices.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
tell
Gotcha.
this.
Hello, friends.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nance.
you should
Right.
be. You should be a golf announcer.
Hello, friends. No, I'm
Hello,
with you,
friends.
but that's
that's
kind of the
that's
point.
a good greeting.
Yeah,
you
it
should
is.
do the greeting next time.
Hello,
next week,
friends.
you're saying hello, friends.
But that's what you want to do. You kind of want to take a nap on a Sunday afternoon, don't you?
Yeah.
You worked all day.
Yeah, no, I love it.
You've turned the golf
So I'm
game.
saying so, but so you're not watching it. How do you watch it? You don't.
You're kind of in and out. Okay, don't you think golf has more action than baseball?
No, no, no.
Every
No.
3 seconds they're hitting the ball. on
Okay.
golf.
Every 3 seconds they're pitching the ball.
No, they're not. It's like 45 seconds in
No.
between pitches.
30.
So in that
There's a
time they've
pitch
hit
clock.
10 golf balls.
Okay, but a guy hits a golf ball and then walks
How often
to his
are
cart.
they putting the ball into the hole? How often are they putting getting the ball into the hole?
Yeah, every fourth, third, if
Yeah.
lucky.
That's
It
that's
takes
the-
an hour to see those 3 hits. Because they go to like this guy now is going. I mean, they bounce around and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
now Tiger's putting.
Yeah. And then they go to the next guy. Yeah.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. They don't have to go, okay, I pitched one pitch. Now I got to call the left-hander in from the bullpen. We got to wait another 10 minutes for this guy to
well,
warm
they
up.
did do a rule about that. You have to face a minimum of 3 batters now. If
3
you-
batters
yeah.
now? Mhm.
So they don't have that constant switch. Anyway,
No, I got another baseball question, though, for real. Is it true that they're changing the rules so you can't have people on one side of the field or the other?
they're
Yeah,
gonna
they're cutting way down on the
cut down on the
shift.
shifts
Shifting.
next year.
Which I'm a fan of cutting down on that. I hate it. I hate when there's like all guys are. Oh, I don't know.
Because basically it's a home run or a strikeout now, right?
Basically, a
Yeah.
lot of guys. That's it. Yeah.
Actually, no, not this year.
Less this year.
Less this
Yeah,
year.
not as much, but
Uh,
in previous couple of years,
previous
that's where
years,
it's gone.
Yeah.
But this year, it's a bit different.
I'm surprised you guys aren't going. Are you going to the Yankees game?
I don't like going to the Twins Yankees.
No.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's all Yankee fans.
You get all this. My buddy
Yankees
Joe
are
is
so
a Yankee
good.
fan, and he's obnoxious. I love you, Joe.
Okay, dude.
Number 5.
All right. So golf is more internal
Watch
than
Field of
baseball. We got
Dreams.
that settled.
Yeah,
with the kids.
You finished Field of
between
Dreams.
a couple nights. Yeah,
Yeah.
they went in and out of like this is good, or this is boring, or what is this? There's a lot of downtime in that movie, like between baseball scene. You know when he's like trying to piece together everything, and but yeah.
So golf, baseball, Kevin Costner.
What do you?
there's a connection.
10 Cup
Oh.
and Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah.
And Bull Durham and
Durham.
For Love of the Game.
For Love of the
The
Game
Game.
is my favorite
Yeah.
of his baseball.
Well, he's
movies.
got a lot of baseball
Vin
movies.
Scully announcing. That's why.
Oh,
It's
I
just-
watched 42 recently.
Yeah, that's good. With
Yeah, it was really good.
Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yep. Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Vin Scully's kind of in that. I
He
mean,
was
they
a little bit.
reference him.
Yeah.
I mean, not the real Vin Scully.
No.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Number 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you could high five any historical figure from the past besides Jesus,
Okay.
High five.
who would it be? Who would it be, and why?
That's a good question. high five.
And would they know that you were trying to give them a high five? Would they know what it was?
Would they duck?
Yeah.
They come at them like this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Yeah.
Any historical figure?
It's essentially,
from
it's like, who would you like
the
to
past.
meet?
That's the reason why it's good is because there is a saying you don't ever want to meet your heroes,
Sure.
and then depending on who you pick, there's like a certain amount of pressure to like keep up a conversation because that might not last long.
Especially if they speak a different
It's almost like a
language.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
So it's almost a question of it's not really your hero, but high five
I don't
implies
know.
like
It can be
fun.
anything you want.
Someone that you would like to hang out
I
with.
think you're overthinking.
Who'd you want to hang out with? Historical figure.
Yeah. I think I would like to hang out with. Do they have to be dead?
Yeah.
History was 30 seconds ago.
I don't know. I didn't have that as a rule, but I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Well, then that changes my answer. I would probably say C.S. Lewis.
Okay.
But my problem with that, though, is I think he would find me so incredibly dumb that he would not want to talk to me. Because the guy's brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And he would just start talking about stuff in his wonderful British voice. And I don't know. Besides, I think you're great. I love your writings. You meant a lot to me. I've learned a lot from you. And he'd be like, yeah, okay.
I think he'd like you.
Maybe.
I think he'd like you.
I don't think I'd been invited into the Inklings group,
No.
him and Tolkien and
G.K.
all those
Chesterton.
guys. Yeah.
So,
But of alive people who I'd love to hang out with, Bo Jackson.
oh yeah.
Bo Jackson.
Sweet.
Bo Jackson was my absolute childhood hero. And I think that guy would be he seems like a genuine guy, pretty humble, and I would just love to talk to him. I read Bo Knows Bo like 100 times growing up. Yeah.
Did you see a couple years ago when I think it was Adam LaRoche's son with the White Sox? They were like at spring training or something, and his son was like, I don't know, 6 or 8 years old, and just chatting with Bo Jackson. And I don't know why Bo was there, just visiting or something, and it was clear like this kid has no idea who he's talking to.
Right.
Like just chatting to some guy
Right.
at dad's work. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Is that on LaRoche, or was it the other Adam, first baseman for the White Sox?
I think it was LaRoche because it became a controversy that his kid was always around. Like he always had the kid in the
I
clubhouse.
remember
and
seeing
stuff.
some sort of documentary of it. But who was the other, the white dude? Adam Dunn?
Oh
Yeah.
He was awful.
Wasn't
Talk
him?
about home run or strikeout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Adam Dunn. For some reason,
no,
I thought
think
it
it
was
was
Adam Dunn.
LaRoche because it was the kid that.
Okay.
I could look it up. There's a video of it.
You got to listen to Deion Sanders talk about Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders says Bo Jackson is the greatest athlete he's ever been around.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deion tells a story about, Bo.
Half of what Dion says, I believe.
But
And the other
Deion,
half,
two-sport
I don't believe
athlete.
he said that.
Two-sport professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he was mediocre at both.
Yeah.
He was better at
he was
football.
good at
He was
football.
mediocre at ball.
He's better at football.
He was an amazing football
But,
player.
yeah. Probably the best corner
Mediocre
ever.
baseball player.
He tells
Mediocre
us-
baseball player.
Yeah, that's true.
But, as a cornerback, he was great on kick returns. But he was, not in the top 15 cornerback. He wasn't that great. He was small. He was small.
Yeah. So what do you got against that?
He tells a story about in college.
Hey, look at that cup. What's in that cup?
Water.
That's a
Twins
Yeti
cup.
Twins cup.
Nice. Tells a story in college when Bo Jackson is running. They're playing against each other. Bo Jackson takes off, and Deion's got to try to catch him. And he goes, he talks about, and I can fly, Deion says. He's not short of pride. And he catches up to Bo, and he says, Bo just stuck his hand out, and he blessed me. And I fell right to my feet. And he just kept running to the end zone. He just blessed me. Stuck his hand out.
My favorite thing about Bo Jackson was his first major league at bat, very first pitch off Steve Carlton, Hall of Fame pitcher. And he hit the ball probably like 450 feet over, like higher than the foul pole, pulled it foul, just foul. and then the very next pitch hits a ground ball to second baseman and beat it out.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just insane. Like the power and speed combo.
I remember where I was when I got Sports Illustrated for Kids, and I was sitting there before baseball practice reading it, and they were talking about Bo Jackson's hip surgery and how he'll never play again.
Mm-hmm.
That was crushing.
Yeah. That
Man,
was,
he was fun to watch.
And then the Nolan Ryan movie we saw a couple weeks ago. You know the famous brawl when Robin Ventura charges him out on Nolan Ryan and gets him in the headlock and gives him a bunch of noogies and he was saying Ryan said he was face down at the bottom of the pile. And I've heard him talk about this a few times. He said he thought he was going to die because it's like all these people are on top of him and he's face down. And then he says he just felt like the strongest grip hand he's ever felt, and like come pull him up off the ground, and it was Bo Jackson, who was on the opposing team. But like, I mean, the guy was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just a freak of nature.
So that's who I would be if I were alive.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I
if
think-
you high five Bo Jackson, he'd probably break your hand.
Snap it off of
Yeah.
your
C.S.
elbow.
Lewis would look at me with disgust, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm way too above that high five.
Yeah. I think he would
That's
like
too
you.
bad.
Don't you think?
I don't know.
I mean, he's your classic European intellect.
What's the
don't
G.K.
think-
Chesterton, his biggest famous book? Is Abolition of Man? Is that?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So I got that one time, and I thought I'm gonna try to be smart and read this. And it was a paperback, and I got it to save for a flight. Like I took it with me to the airport, and two of my sisters, Misty and Lori, were with me. We're gonna fly to Nebraska to visit our other sister, Christy. And I get that out of we're waiting in the airport. I get it out of my bag, and I'm reading. I'm a couple pages in, and one of them says, like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm reading." And it's like it was bound upside down, so it looked like I was just like holding this book. And of all books to try to look smart by reading, it's like Abolition of Man. But I really was reading it. But it was bound. I was like, what? And I turn it over. They're like, it's upside down. Like, no, it's not.
It sounds like something you do on purpose.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was funny. I got to find that book.
I might as well have been like, because I think I read Mere Christianity when I was like 19.
Yeah.
I might as well have been reading it upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You have to read it like 5 times.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah.
And it's like
Well,
a
and the
Rubik's Cube.
beginning and the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And when you're 19.
Oh, congratulations, by the way, on giving yourself an award this week, I heard.
Did I?
yeah, small group
cool.
leader award.
Oh, good job.
The what?
You gave your own self an
The
award.
5-year small group leader award.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Number 4. Vehicles, cars, trucks,
Yeah.
4 wheels. What's your dream car?
Living the dream. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it.
right
man.
now I won't say anything more than a 2002 Tundra.
Dude, now
Tape-
with gas prices, it triples in value. when you
Exactly.
fill-
It's true.
Fill,
That's
fill
true.
the tank. It triples.
My dream car has always been a Corvette. I've always liked the Corvettes. Now everybody says, well, the older ones that are really, they're not comfortable at all. I've never driven one. Maybe you guys have.
No, not really. Most of those older sports
Dude,
cars are
the
not
new ones are
comfortable.
sweet. I
Right,
think.
but the new one, man, the C9, it came out 2 years ago, is a mid-engined. It's the first ever mid-engined Corvette. It's basically a Ferrari, and you can get it for under $100,000. That
How
car-
much under? Because that's a big.
No, I think
Like
it was
70-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's poor man's
Poor man, $70,000 vehicle.
Poor man's
Well,
supercar.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
you can't get a supercar for
No.
under 150.
no. And again, 70,000, yes, a lot of money. But you go buy a new Chevy or a new Ford F-150,
Oh, yeah.
and you're pushing 60,
Right.
70.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
Depending if you get the Raptor and
Yeah.
all that.
What's crazy is no one would ever question that as like, if someone came pulling in a brand new truck, all like, $65,000, $70,000 truck, no one would ever say like, well, it's a little elaborate for a vehicle. But if you came in with a new Corvette,
Right.
it'd be like, oh, look at Mike, he's flashy. What
Right,
are you-
right. But
Same thing.
the car that's in my budget is the one that Andy's driving. I've always wanted a Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, and since high school, and then just never did it, and still don't have one. But I've been looking now for 2 years, and I have to go through this. It's like the 5 stages of guilt. I have to go through that. Like,
Summertime is not actually a good time to buy a Jeep.
well,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they jack up the prices.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would look at, I mean, unless you come across the perfect deal, but maybe get more aggressive looking at like in September,
Yeah.
August, September, when the season's going to be over for the top. Now they're obviously great in the wintertime with the 4-wheel drive, but yeah, right now.
So I'm trying to justify it in my brain. 2 reasons. One, my truck literally is 22 years old. And I have a daughter who's going to be driving here in a couple years, so I am trying to do those mental gymnastics of justification to actually do what I really want to do in the first place for no good reason. So
does the thing still run?
yeah,
Runs good?
Yeah,
What are you going to do with it?
Toyota,
When you,
man, run forever.
yeah. Oh, that thing's
You're going to keep it?
yeah.
Even with
It's
the
Cameron's, man. It's a
Yeah.
couple years. That's.
No, I think Cameron will try the Jeep.
She'll want the Jeep. She'll want the Jeep. No question about it.
I was just going to say that when you said I've been looking for 2 years and trying to justify. I was thinking like better to do it before some other bill comes up, like some
I know.
medical bill or
I know.
something. You know?
Yeah, I know. Josie's got braces coming up.
Yeah.
We're already in the middle of braces with Cameron. What's the point of dental insurance? Can someone explain that to me? You get nothing with dental insurance.
Zero point.
Nothing.
0 point. You know, your friend C.S. Lewis would say,
Cleanings?
"What's the point of dentists?" He's a British fellow. What's the point of dentists? Period.
I'm sure he had great teeth with the amount of smoking
the
and drinking
pipe
he
and drinking
did.
and no dentist.
Number 3, top 3 favorite
Number 3.
movies.
Oh,
It's like the Hamilton song, the 10 Dual Commandments. That's what.
okay. Top 3. This is kind of a no-brainer.
Sing
for
it
me.
for us, Greg.
I don't know.
while he's
I don't
thinking
remember
about
what
it.
number 3 was.
Oh, the Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
You should sing that.
Probably not.
Come on.
All right.
All right.
Quit
Top 3.
stalling.
This is kind of easy for me, and this is going to show how.
Oh, what? Don't say old because we're
Probably old.
You're the youngest person on
and
this
simplistic
podcast.
I am. Probably old and
Oh,
simplistic.
no, it's not the youngest.
Huh?
You guys are old.
Yeah, that's true. Greg just turned 30 recently.
77, is that what you said?
79.
79?
Yeah.
You're old, man.
Yeah. No way I'm older than you.
No.
What year were you born?
Yeah.
78.
78? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
So
oldest.
9 and 8
is?
is
Greg.
Yeah, he's got to be.
9 is
He's gotta be.
9's a higher number than 5.
Yeah, that's true.
You're 4 years older.
All right, Dumb and Dumber.
That's
Yep,
your
yes.
number 1 or number,
Number
3?
1. Oh, I
Number
should have started the other way.
Okay.
Oh, top 3 movies? Is that
Yeah.
what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start
Dang,
the
I
other
haven't
way.
seen that movie forever. I got to watch that again.
My
Oh,
brother
man.
bought those. Have you ever seen those Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Those little,
Yeah.
you know what those are?
They're dolls for
These
adult
little
men.
toys. Yeah, they are. My brother bought those 2 in their suits.
Oh, really?
Oh,
with the
nice.
canes.
The powder blue and
Yep.
the orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Well, how big are these dolls?
About this big.
Oh,
They're almost
okay.
like bobblehead type
Yeah.
size, but they
What are
don't.
they called? Funko?
Funko.
Funko Pop.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 then is Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Number 2, and it's not just because it's hot right now. I've probably seen this movie 1,000 times. Top Gun.
Yeah.
And
See the new Top Gun?
no, I haven't seen the new one
What?
yet. Have you?
Yeah. So good.
Did you see it too?
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
invite, guys.
I saw it in
And,
Texas. You could have come down.
I saw it on Memorial Day with Kringen.
Who paid?
Kringen.
Neither one. Neither.
We both paid for
Yeah.
both of ours.
I'll pay for you. You pay for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. Look at
little
that.
fig-
figurines.
sweet.
Little
And then
figurines.
number 1 is Dumb and Dumber. I think the greatest comedy of all time.
All right.
We just watched that recently. We had a little guys' night.
Jordan didn't really remember much of the first Top Gun, so like we watched it the night before, I think. Last week we watched it the night before. That movie's way cooler when you're younger.
Yeah.
Just it's so much cheesier than you remember. When there's the music, the way the music is used is
Yeah.
way like so many scenes of just dudes in just a towel in a locker room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I had to
Dudes
go to
just
the
hanging
bathroom
out.
in the middle of the new one, and it happened to be during the beach scene, which
Yeah.
I was okay with.
Yeah.
And they didn't play "Take My Breath Away" in the new one either,
No.
but they
They
played,
played it 150 times in the first one. Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that first scene when they got Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the planes are firing up.
Well, and pretty
oh,
much
man,
the-
you could go run. You could do anything. on
Pretty
that
much
plane.
the intro of the new one is the same. It's
come
not
on.
a spoiler. It's not a
Zip it.
spoiler.
So it was, I didn't know that.
I
Going
don't
in,
know
I
if
thought that was
America
the coolest
wins.
thing.
Don't wreck it. I don't know if America wins.
The coolest
man.
thing to me was like
Okay, my next
intro.
though, 4
It's Top
Wait.
Gun. It's exactly what you would expect the movie to be,
We don't
and you're
know,
gonna
you know.
love it.
Wow. All right.
It's been out long enough. Go see it.
Let's go see it right now. Cut this thing off.
Number
Let's go.
4. I know you only asked for 3.
No, number 3. I only wanted 3.
But number 4 is Rocky 4.
Rocky 4
Rocky 4.
over Rocky 1.
Oh yeah.
Rocky 4 is
Rocky
iconic,
4,
man, with
when
in
he's
our
doing
Is
age.
that the Russian one?
Yeah, when he's training in Russia.
Yeah.
The training sequence.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's out running in a leather jacket.
Yeah, he's doing those
snow.
sit-ups from the loft.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where he's like,
Yeah.
Hanging
Yeah.
ones. All right, number 2. 2 places in the world you'd like to visit that you've never been to.
Hawaii. Andy's going to take us there on a tour.
All right.
Oh, okay. Didn't mean to offend
He's
you. He's
gone.
just leaving. Wow.
He's leaving.
Hawaii. And I would like to go to. Ooh, 2 places. I would like to go to Scotland just to play St. Andrews, the original place
Yeah.
of golf. I think that would be fun. There's certain
So just flying to Scotland,
just to
play
play
a round of
golf.
golf at
Yeah.
St. Andrews, and then
right.
what was
Well,
the
I
other
don't
one?
think people typically go there for the weather. Right?
I would. I like that kind of weather.
John Kapsner. Mm-hmm. He's done that. In fact, he brought me back a towel from St.
Did he
Andrews.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the birthplace of golf.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, we read recently that there is.
Who's
and
we?
My wife and I. So when we drive, we drove down to my parents, and usually when we drive, we we just start talking about stuff, and then she just sits there and Wikipedia's everything. So we look up all these random things, and we were talking about golf courses. I said, man, there's a lot of golf courses just like in America. Well, it turns out in Europe, because then we got talking about Scotland, in the UK, there is more. It's like 3 or 4 times more land dedicated to golf courses than single-family homes.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
right. Just like there's more. My mom said she never knew that by the way, about the shoreline.
There's more
There's more
shoreline in
shoreline
Minnesota.
than California.
Yeah.
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 I was thinking when you were mentioning water at the hole at the golf course,
Yeah.
and Andy said, "Is it a pond or a lake?" That made me thinking like Wisconsin probably counts it as a lake.
No, Wisconsin's got a lot of lakes too.
I know, but wasn't
I
that a
would
couple
say
years ago
Iowa
they
would
tried saying
consider
they
it,
have more lakes?
Iowa would consider it as that's a.
Wisconsin
lake.
tried saying like they have more lakes than Minnesota, but
Oh, I
then
see, I see.
but they classify like a tiny pond like in someone's backyard. A swimming pool is a lake. So
Well, they're just feeling inferior because California said they made more cheese than
they do.
Wisconsin.
Happy cows come from California. Too,
Yeah.
if you watch the commercials.
They were inferior.
Although I used to work on dairies in California. I don't think cows are happy anywhere. They're not mad at you. They're just stupid. I don't think they know where they are. So, but I would much rather be a cow in a nice open area in Wisconsin. I'll put it that way.
Than
Except not, maybe not.
a cattle farm in California.
Yeah, maybe not, just because of the weather.
Hot.
And then it's cold and snowy.
Well, good thing you'll never have to, worry about that.
No, I would. I'm just going to keep interrupting. I would like. Jordan was making fun of me because we were driving. I was like, "Oh, look at that old barn!" Like it's just cool, like seeing countryside, like old barns collapsing. And I read recently why barns are typically red because back in the day, I guess red dye for paint was really cheap, so that's what they used, and then it just became a thing. Like barn's supposed to be red, and then I was like, I always thought it'd be cool to like just live out in the country, have a farm or something like that. She's like, what? Like, you would want to be a farmer? It was weird. But I always thought it'd be cool to just have a farm. And then watching Field of Dreams, I was like, yeah, if I had a farm, I would do that. I would just build a baseball field. Why not?
Yeah.
See who shows up.
Or Yellowstone. Like I'd love to own
just big
to
old
live
ranch.
on one of those, but let's just have somebody else
Yeah.
farm
take
it
care of
or
Yeah.
somebody else be the rancher.
Yeah.
I'll just own the property.
I just think it'd be cool to have all that equipment, all those power tools.
The combine?
yeah.
That would
Yeah,
be
just all that
awesome.
stuff.
Getting one of those things.
Have you ever
Just
seen?
drive that
Have
thing
you ever
down to
seen
Target.
Son-in-law?
the dudes from Top Gear? Jeremy Clarkson
Yes.
has Jeremy Clarkson Farms.
Yes. I love that
Yeah,
show.
it's pretty
I'll have to
funny.
watch that one.
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta watch it.
I've watched one episode of that.
Top Gear?
At your house, yeah.
Yeah, the one with the
When
French
you guys
one.
turn it
Oh,
on,
yeah.
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 And I always thought like I'll watch this more.
You
And then
gotta
I
get
forget
into
about
it.
it. I
So-
would. I didn't dislike it. I just
You need to probably watch Top Gear or Grand Tour first in order to get like their humor and their personality before
Right.
you watch the farm.
The Clarkson one.
okay.
Because you're gonna be like, what? What's going on here? Why is this guy
Why
such
is,
a
why is
buffoon?
this supposed to be funny? And
Right.
why is he
Right.
the way he is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's too much for me to do, then I'm not going to do it.
You don't have to do anything. You
It's
just
hard
sit
to
there and
watch. Yeah,
it.
it's hard
We have
sit
to
there.
watch 5 seasons of 3 other shows, and then no, it's like no, I'm not going to do it.
Prerequisite. All right, number one. This is the last
Okay.
one. Do you have a favorite Bible verse, a life verse, or something like that?
Yeah. For me, it's Romans 8:1. Therefore, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Yeah, and because of obviously it's 8:1, so it's just coming off of chapter 7, and where he's talking about the very thing I don't want to do, I do. The very thing I do want to do, I don't do. Woe wretched man who I am. And then he just starts, and we've all felt that. I don't care, you've been alive for any period of time, you've kind of felt that. Man, the thing I didn't want to do that, and then I do it, or I want to do that and I don't do that. That's the struggle we face, and it's so refreshing. And I'm so glad God put this in the Bible to see the super apostle have those same struggles that we do. He was a real person who had real problems, who had real struggles, and screwed up and didn't do everything perfect, and didn't always treat people right, and didn't right, and then Romans 8:1, and he just hits you with, but therefore there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus, right? Yeah. And so that for me has been a refuge, a place that I've found refuge in, to go back to that verse, and not as an excuse, but as a reality check. Yep.
Cool. Well, there you go. 10 questions.
There it is.
Greg, why don't you hit us with some news and events and stuff like that? I got to put some new batteries in this microphone or it's going to die.
Okay. I wasn't ready for that.
I know.
Sorry. I'll get back to it. Back to you, Mike. Okay, news and events. Well, first of all, I know you mentioned the picnic and the baptism stuff earlier,
Yep.
but that was awesome. A lot of fun. Cool to have folks baptized. This Sunday we have the annual meeting, church business meetings. What's more fun than
Are
that?
you kidding me?
Whew,
Especially here.
Talk about a good time, boy. Yeah. No.
Greg does it all in sign language.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know sign language, so it's even.
It's like
yeah,
baseball
it's great.
signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a steel third.
Yep. Yeah. But I will say, as far as church meetings go, I like the way we do it. We get lunch, which is the first good thing. We get lunch.
Yeah.
And then, no, it's just good. It's kind of like a good year in review, what's going on, what's coming up. And then there's no vote for, we don't have any overseers to vote on or anything like that this year, just the budget. But, yeah, so anyone's welcome to come. It's following the 10:30 service here on Sunday, so at noon on Sunday. It will be broadcast on online, but you can't vote online. Only members could vote, and you have to be present to do that because it's just a yay-nay vote for the budget, so that's the only thing we're voting on.
Can I ask a question about the church app?
Yeah.
Can you watch things on the church app?
Yeah, you can watch services.
Or
Yeah.
through the church app?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you go to Church Center on the app, Face ID, try again.
Is that a new phone?
Yes, news and events. Got a new phone. So if you go down to Sunday service, down in the menu,
Yeah.
and then see it, we already have it set up for the one that's coming up this week. But yeah, typically you could go there.
Will the annual
they got
meeting
the
be on
program
there?
Yeah, it's essentially just
Yeah.
a link to our YouTube page.
Oh, awesome.
Well, that's
easy to use.
for that specific service. But you could go to watch service down here home, watch services.
The live is a link to it's a
Yeah.
embedded YouTube stuff. So.
I think, did we take off the media, just the regular all church media thing?
I don't know. To watch
Yeah.
archive stuff, does it take you out of it and bring you back to our website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So point is,
Anyway.
you can watch it through the app, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. Or you can just watch it through the Facebook app or YouTube app.
Yep. Next Saturday, next weekend, by the way, first time after a 2-year hiatus, Rockin' Rogers Days, which is great, a fun community.
Not this coming
event.
Saturday,
Not
but-
this coming weekend, next weekend. And part of that is that Saturday, June 18th, is the parade, and the parade lineup starts here in our parking lot, and which I always have a lot of fun with. Just everyone that has a parade float
Schmoozing.
is showing up here, and this guy's trying to get in the wrong door.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Shows up here and lines up their floats, and it's just fun to see people from the community and that. But Rogers, have you done any of the concerts before, Mike?
No, but I saw Johnny Holmes is coming.
Yeah.
Johnny Holmes. Do you know what
He's-
Johnny
he's
Holmes
here-
is?
No, but I think he's here most often.
So
Right,
he's
here.
kind of like a Midwest, kind of famous Midwestern
Okay.
band.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they do
Is it-
covers. They do covers.
Okay.
And I wonder if Johnny Holmes is still, like, it's actually him or if it's just his band. Because he's,
know.
I mean,
Getting up there.
I felt like he was probably in his 50s when I was in college 20 years ago.
Yeah, but when you're younger, everyone older than
That's
you
true.
seems old.
Yeah,
so-
he was probably 37.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hairball is Saturday night, which they're
that
fun,
here?
man. Yeah. They're fun. We hear them from my living room. So a couple years ago when they played, and they play covers like of 80s stuff. But what was really cool is they'll do like 3 Journey songs in a row, and then they'll do like 3 Motley Crue songs or whatever. Like they don't just do one. It's just kind of fun. I guess they're really fun
Yeah.
to watch because they in character and all that. They got a huge band, so they have different frontmen that sing different bands or whatever. But they're here. But anyway, on that Saturday morning, our parking lot at the church is just filled with people with setting up floats and getting ready, and it's a lot of fun because we open the building, leave it open for the public to use restrooms and have coffee, and we got water stations set up and all that. So it's just cool. Anyone want to come hang out and be a part of that, you can. I'll be here. We have people that are building hosts just to be in the building. So when people come in and they're looking around and looking for the restrooms or just hanging out, we could just interact and be good hosts. So yeah, there's some youth events coming up. They got a baseball night and campfire. Is that a bonfire? They're not camping, but campfire, bonfire, whatever.
Why
That's
is it
coming up.
Why is it bonfire?
I don't know. I always
Is that
wondered
is
about that.
bond short for
Bond?
something? Why is it a bond, Andy?
What do you think?
Why is it a bonfire?
How about 10 questions for Andy?
Yeah.
Number 10. Why is it a
Why is it a
bonfire?
bonfire?
What's
I don't know.
I don't
yeah.
yeah.
Keep going.
Somebody-
I'll-
It'll
Yeah.
be a mystery
I'll
forever.
Google it.
There's no way that we could ever find out.
No. Next.
Parent and Youth Luncheon, I think, has a new date has been rescheduled. So look for that. July 10th. It was going to be, I think, this Saturday, but yeah. We got mission trips coming up, Alaska, Net Lake. You can talk to Dan about that on the weekends, or if you know someone from the missions team, or there's info on the news and events page you could always look at. Church camping trip coming up. You could register for that. There's lots of sites. That's at Baker Park, so you could camp all weekend and go play golf.
Yeah.
Across the street at Baker
National.
International
Yeah.
National Park.
Right.
Baker something.
Do you
that
want to know
Saturday-
about bonfires?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Why
word
it-
is actually derived from the Middle English bonfires, meaning literally a fire of bones.
Oh. Wow.
Way
we're gonna be
cooler
burning
etymology,
bones at
right?
way
church?
cooler than
The earliest appearance of the word is glossed ignis oseum, Latin for fire of bones. Citation from 15th century confirms it's not just a learned folk etymology.
Are bones
In
flammable?
the word French, I think bon means good, and so good fire.
There you go.
But yeah, it's they used to like burn heretics.
I don't know if they're flammable, but they're definitely obviously
Celebration.
Well, you could
burn
incinerate them, but
Right.
Donated originally denoted a large open air fire on which bones were burnt, sometimes as part of a celebration, also one for burning heretics, or
Well, we got to bring that tradition back.
Are you
Huh?
ready to confirm that there will not be any heretics being
I
burned
hope
at the
not.
church
Proscribed.
If you're
bonfire?
a heretic, do not show up to that. That is not outreach friendly.
So anyway, there you go.
John Calvin loved these. He's big into these things.
You love a good bonfire. That was way darker than I thought it would be.
All right, that's why I thought it'd
For
be
something
funny.
so celebratory and just fun. Hey, let's roast some marshmallows over the bones that are on fire. Over the bones of the heretics. Get the graham crackers and chocolate ready.
You got him going.
Wow. Oh man, that's horrible. So maybe we should just call it a campfire.
There you go.
Okay. Well, youth baseball and campfire night.
No one's coming to that now.
Heretics welcome to this one. Okay.
But it's baseball, so it kind of offsets the
Church camping
darkness.
event. I got to say, there are spaces to register for campsite. And, I was talking to Tammy earlier. Someone mentioned it. It's $110 for the site, which I thought, well, that's a little high. But
you share
there's an
with-
extra night, so you could register Thursday. So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But
You could split it
and you
with
could
another
also
family.
split. You could share sites. So, and that also includes there's a pancake breakfast on one of the days and a dessert night that is kind of paid for and taken care of. So Tracy Felstrom organizes that and takes care of it. So anyway, there's still space available. And then what I wanted to come back to the big one, VBS coming up. VBS is always a highlight of the early summer for kids, and this place will be rocking with about 200 kids, more or less, and lots of awesome volunteers. And we have a need and space available for those who want to volunteer and help with that.
It'd be pretty cool with all the new rooms and stuff that we have. I don't even know
Yeah.
it could
It will be pretty
feel
cool.
and look a little different.
So VBS is always fun.
Yeah.
So we got that coming. That's the news and events. Back to you, Andy.
What about is the softball team? How are they
Oh,
doing?
men's softball.
How are they doing? Does
They're
anyone know?
Monday nights. They're playing. I don't know.
They're
I don't know
playing.
how they're
Playing.
doing. They're still there. I don't know how they're doing.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything else.
Yeah, go to the news and events page on the website for good detailed info and how to register, how to sign up, all that stuff.
Website, or you can use your church center app.
You can use your church center app.
Um,
It'll also take you to news and events.
Yep.
I'm going to spend the rest of the week trying to figure out questions for Andy. So. And if anybody has any suggestions, please email them to Greg.
Yeah,
What do you want to know?
Yeah, what do you know about Andy? I mean,
10, what? 9, what? 8, what? 9, what? Something you say no to? 9? Or hard to say no to?
I don't know.
8
You
something,
have to come up with your own questions.
right.
Those are my questions that I came up with. I'm not going to help you grill me. So yeah, anything else you guys want to chat about? One of these days, one of these weeks, we'll continue on part 2 of our
Yeah.
Mars Hill conversation. Finish
Bert
up
and
things.
Brax.
We'll bring back Brax and Bert, and just kind of finish up conversation about that, or talk about whatever we didn't make it to the last time. Talk about any new information that might have come out that would affect the way that we talked or thought about stuff before. Greg, you put in your
Jordan and I recently started the Hillsong documentary.
Discovery
It's a
on-
3-part documentary on Discovery Plus. You could do a free trial. And we watched the second episode last night. So interesting. They're episodes, but they're like a little over an hour each. But there's 3 of them, and it's interesting. And it's more about like kind of control and harassment and all that stuff. So it's sad that this stuff happens within the church. But like what you're saying, what Paul wrote about, like
Yeah.
humans have human problems, and sometimes, unfortunately, in certain positions in any walk of life, any organization, you get people in power leadership positions, and if they're not checked and there's no character to match talent and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
bad things happen. And so it's kind of interesting though watching this because I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Hillsong, the New York Justin Bieber's guy.
Oh, I can picture his face.
I know,
with his glasses,
His
oversized
weird
glasses.
Kind of a charismatic guy, like speaker, like energetic, all that stuff, and was becoming like the pastor to celebrities. All
Carl
these celebrities,
Lentz.
yeah, Carl Lenz. All these celebs showing up at the church and stuff, and high profile and all that stuff. But yeah, if there's character issues, it only gets highlighted in those situations, right? It's like, so it's interesting. It's an interesting watch. So especially it's a perspective. I don't know who put it together, but it's on Discovery. I'm guessing it's either, I don't know who put this, if it's people that were hurt by the church or used to be a part of that particular church or what, or if it's just an outsider. I don't know, like an outside perspective. I don't know, but it's interesting. And yeah, check it out. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I forgot. Just something quick that I was going to ask you guys. Don't remember what it was, man. Don't remember what it was.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks
All
for
right.
the questions.
So let's go watch Top Gun.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Yeah.
We should go see it, man.
All right.
Is that something that Julie would want to see
Yeah.
with you? Okay. Then
Yeah.
you guys go.
Well, why don't we go the four of us?
Maybe. Okay. I'll ask. I'll
I've
see
already
it again.
seen it.
I'll see it again. Andy's already told you all about it, so you
No,
don't even have to
exactly.
see it anymore.
Apparently, America wins at the end too. I didn't know that.
America always wins. That's all that your top movies. Top
I know
Gun,
exactly.
Rocky.
And Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and
And
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
I mean, America wins at Dumb and Dumber. There's no question about that.
We all win. But our pets' heads are falling off. That's oh, that's funny.
All
That-
right.
that poor
Bye.
kid, the blind kid that had
The
his
bird.
It
Yeah.
was like, oh, they duct taped the head back to the bird.
Such a classic.
Back to the buffer music.
Yeah.
No,
Hopefully we'll
let's
see you
keep
this
rambling.
weekend. Annual meeting. If you got any needs, let us know. Get in touch with us. You can email GREGG.
Greg G.
R-E-
T.
Yeah. I just keep thinking of the
G-R-E-G-G-T.
Snoop Dogg, Snoop
Yeah.
double OG.
Double G.
Yeah. Have you seen that commercial? Like if you watch the MLB app, they show that commercial all the time with Andy Samberg and Snoop.
I don't think I've seen it.
What?
I watch the MLB app all the time. I've not seen that commercial.
Really? It's
Snoop
on
double
all the
OG?
time. It's
No.
like a Corona commercial.
Yeah.
Hey Snoop, what are we doing today?
I don't think so.
He takes his phone, drops it in the bucket. Best plans or no plans? Snoop, you're right. You're right, Snoop. D-O double G. It's like, of course I'm right.
Fun fact.
And you can just call me Snoop.
Snoop used to live in Chino Hills for a while, area where the city Jordan grew up in. And he coached like Pop Warner football and
Yeah.
stuff. And you'd see him around. Jordan saw him at Target. Like you'd see him around town. But he offered to donate, I don't know how much money to Ayala High School, where Jordan went to high school. They were the Bulldogs, was their mascot. And he offered to pay like all this money to upgrade their stadium and field and everything. But he wanted them to change their mascot name to Bulldogs with the double G, D-O double G at the end, and they wouldn't do it. No,
Wow.
no. And but it is kind of weird though if you think about it, because I was mad. I'm like, why wouldn't you just do it? The guy's giving all that money.
But does he have
But
any
it's kinda
connection
like-
with the school?
He did at the time they
did
lived
he
there.
go-
So his
but
kids.
did he go there?
No. But his kids
His
would have
kids would've?
ended up going there,
Okay.
and his son was a football player and everything. But then it does get kind of weird because then someone is paying for basically naming rights
Yeah.
of a school. It is kind of strange. But
Yeah, I mean, you should like donate without any stipulation. Probably that's probably
Now, if it was
better.
a private school, that stuff happens all the time. Like this is, Andy
Yeah.
Schultz Memorial
Yeah.
Football
Memorial?
Field. Yeah.
Wow.
After he died, of course. I want to have a memorial field named after me while I'm still alive. That'd be cool. Then I just go out and
So how do we
freak
end this?
people
We
out.
say,
They think I'm
"Goodbye,
a
friends"?
ghost.
Is that what he says?
Are you done?
When I show up, people
Finished
will
with
think I'm a
this? Are you
ghost.
bored?
I think
And-
everyone is.
All right, Mike's done.
Goodbye, folks.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you this weekend at church. And take care.